All right, let's get right into it. The former president is deploying the National Guard to major American cities, and we're going to break down what's really going on. But first, you know the drill. If you're ready for this, do me a favor and smash that like and subscribe button. It really helps. Okay, let's go. So, it all kicked off with this, a classic all-caps declaration where the former president basically said, "Don't worry, I got this." Which of course leads to the big question, what does saving a city even mean in this context? What does this mission actually look like on the ground? So, Section 1, Operation Save the City. Let's look at the official plan. On paper, the mission sounds pretty intense. It's an aggressive push to, and I'm quoting here, dismantle rampant violent crime. And this isn't just talk. It's already happening. Troops are on the ground in D.C. and L.A., and Memphis, Tennessee. You're apparently next on the list. Which brings us to Section 2, not on my watch. Because, as you can probably guess, not everyone was exactly rolling out the welcome mat for the troops. Just listen to the mayor of Memphis, Paul Young. He basically said his hands are tied, making it crystal clear that this was not his idea. And get this, the way he found out is pretty wild. He didn't get a call or a memo. Nope, he learned about the plan for his own city by watching it on Fox News. Talk about awkward. And this whole thing just perfectly captures the political divide, right? Over in Tennessee, you've got Governor Bill Lee working right alongside the administration. But then you look at California, and Governor Gavin Newsom flat out called a similar deployment unlawful. Two states, two totally different realities. Okay, this leads us to my favorite part, Section 3, expectation versus reality, because there is a massive gap between what was promised and what's actually been going down. The expectation was huge, right? Troops roll in, bad guys roll out. A total iron-fisted crackdown on crime. The reality? Well, reports from D.C. say the troops have had so much downtime, they've started asking city officials if they can help out with beautification efforts. Yes, gardening. You can't make this stuff up. Meanwhile, the former president is online declaring victory, calling the situation in D.C. a no-crime miracle that started the exact moment he announced the plan. Just one tiny little fact check here. Data shows that crime rates in D.C. were actually already on a pretty steady decline before any troops even arrived. Then there was this other expectation, the promise that the president himself would be hitting the streets, going on patrol with law enforcement. And the reality of that patrol, he showed up, handed out some pizza and burgers to the officers, and then promptly went back to the White House. Mission accomplished, I guess. Okay, so beyond all the photo ops and the fast food, what are the actual effects of having troops in these cities? Well, thanks to what seems to be an accidental email leak from the National Guard itself, we actually have their internal numbers, and their own analysis shows that public reaction has been, well, overwhelmingly negative. In fact, their own report literally warned that these deployments could end up creating a widening rift between civilians and troops. That's not good. And it's hitting people's wallets, too. Tourism officials in D.C. are saying the whole atmosphere is making visitors nervous, and now fewer people are showing up to museums and restaurants. All of this brings us to one final massive question about the future. Is this what we should expect now? Is seeing troops on city streets going to become a regular thing in America? Is this a one-time political move, or is this the start of something much, much bigger? That's the big question we're left with. And I honestly want to know what you think. Is this a necessary move for public safety, or is it a dangerous overreach? Let me know down in the comments. And hey, if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. Thanks for watching.